on, guys? Woo! Oh, I'm not gonna lie, I just sat down like 8 minutes ago. Crazy, crazy day. Floss is in the house. Uh, Saying hi. See you later. Happy Tuesday, folks. Good to see you, Patty. Mary is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Might have to watch the replay. Alarm is set for 2:30. Ugh. Ugh. Sleep well, Dave. All right. Everybody's chit-chatting. Lane in the house. Good. Hello, Johnny. Go Packers. Go fan life. Go Packers. I don't know if you're going to be able to afford your build when it comes up. I may have to double that price. Go Packers. I'm so glad this rain is supposed to be over tomorrow. I need to get my van put back together so that I can go camping. Nice. I'll tell you, I have enjoyed the rain because I have got grass seed planted and it has been nice not having to move the water hose all over the place. Linda is in the house. Greetings from coastal Texas. Good to see you, friend. Let me see here. Folk of the Forest is in the house. Good to see you. Where is Debbie K? Debbie K is at home. I have messaged her. She responds. She is busy. And hopefully I will get more of an update soon. But she is trying to help her daughter out. And either that or maybe she's avoiding us. I'm starting to get a little worried. Gary is in the house. Good to see you, Gary. Deborah Miller, what's going on, girl? She was just here, stopped by, said hi for a few days. Everyone, please ask for any recommendations for a roof rack. Unaka is what I use and what I love. There are other ones out there. There are some expensive ones out there. Orion is another one, kind of a lot like the Unaka one. They're costly. I do get a discount from Unaka. I install all Unaka racks. I will install other brands. Most of my clients want the discount that I get, and I don't take that discount. I give it to my client. I don't want to pay taxes on it. So the easier the paperwork, the nicer my accountant is. Lorelai is in the house. Good to see you. Froghair Fine in the house. Good to see you. See here. Mo Bang for your buck saying howdy. Tawanda is in the house. Patricia is in the house saying hi. Guys, give Patricia a big thumbs up if you think she did an incredible job on her tour on Sunday. Everyone, a whole lot of the comments are, she's so personable. She's such a good, public speaker. And she said she got it from teaching Sunday school. And that will teach you patience and to be a good speaker. So if you want to have good patience, be a school teacher or a Sunday school teacher, and you are on the right track. Hey, all, I'm at Cracker Barrel in Pennsylvania. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in, Lynn. Pennsylvania, that must be heading to the west, is my guess. Oh, I think she's heading to Mississippi. Fun times are coming. Love Cracker Barrel. I do too. 10 Count is in the house saying hi from Grand Rapids, Michigan. T is in the house saying hi. Heading to Mississippi to help Mona. I knew that before I read it in the chat. Congratulations to the Packers. Y'all outplayed the Steelers Sunday. Yep. Patty, thanks. You could tell I had a lot of fun with it. She had a lot of fun with it. She loves her van. I love it that she loves her van. Knees Young, good to see you. Greetings from LA. My good friend Deb has LA stomping ground as well. Tell Debbie we miss her. I definitely will. Hopefully she sees the replays. She is busy. I did send her some snail mail, so hopefully she'll give me a call when she has time. I'm trying not to bother her, but it is, she's just so busy with her helping her daughter. She gets the Mom of the Year and the Grandma of the Year award. I'll tell you that. Cindy Howe is in the house. Good to see you, Cindy. Folk of the Forest saying hey. All right, guys, I'm almost done. Wondering Me Mall, good to see you. Good to see you. Lisa Hall saying hi. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. All right, guys. Hello, not tagging tonight, but hello to all. Deborah, Cindy Lee, good evening, Johnny. Loved the last band review. I did too. It has got over 10,000 views. You guys know I love it when I get over 10,000 views. And I love it when you guys leave comments and let my client know what you think about their van and give us a big thumbs up. So thank you for the engagement. Thank you for watching that video on Sunday. The quality of work Johnny does makes it easy to be happy. I love that. Thank you, Patricia. Bruno and I are cold in Indiana. Hi, everyone. Hope everyone is well and warm, right? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we got to get you over here, girl, before it gets too cold. Great job on the van, Patricia. Ugh, I thought it was Monday, right? Yesterday was Monday. I struggled yesterday. I behaved like I had some kind of ADHD, ADD. I could not stay focused on one job yesterday. So it was tough. It was a tough one. Julie is in the house. Good to see you. It may be Jim. I think sometimes he comes in under Julie. So he's not the only guy. But Mobang is in the house, so you're good there. Desert Deb, 89 degrees in Mesa, Arizona. We will be heading to Arizona January 1st. And if any of you guys are heading to Arizona and you're going to be in the Quartzsite area, the 5th and the 6th, I think I have it written down for, I'm going to do a mini meetup. So if you want to meet me, you want to hang out, you want to get free van advice, Monday and Tuesday, January 5th, January 6th, we will do a live stream January 6th out in the desert. We would love to have you stop by. We almost always stay on Plumosa Road. La Posa South and that area is way too crowded for me. I like, if I'm wanting someone to locate me for work, La Posa or Plumosa Road is the easiest. So I will be on Plumosa Road. Last year we were about 2 miles down. We will likely try to get the same area. That was very nice. It was far enough off the highway that all the semis didn't bother us, and it was not too far that we were driving in the dark for long periods of time. Nice little hop into town. Sadly, I have to turn on my furnace Saturday. I actually have my mini split on the heat mode. Maddie's in here. The floor is finished. I took that big rug out, so I wanted it warmer in here. So glad Kurt loves his bed. Oh, I'll tell you, Patricia, one of the things that I really admired about that project was Patricia was very attentive to Kurt's needs, because honestly, guys, we all know it. It's an us thing. Patricia really wanted to do this, and of course wants Kurt to be a part of it. And of course, Kurt wants to be supportive of what she wants. So they really compromised, and we really focused on making sure that Kurt's desires, the things that he requested, which was not a lot, that swivel front seat, a reading light by his bed, a bed that elevates, some little cubby nooks by his bed. That was his main wants. The rest of the stuff was really up to Patricia. And I love it that she made sure that he got every box checked and then made sure we got hers checked. So very, very nice. And she really knows the ins and outs of her build, probably as good as anybody that I've got on the road. Now, you guys saw it is simpler. It is not complex with a hot water heater and and a big fancy sink and gray tank. And so, yep. So once she got her battery down, it's all about traveling now. Our overhead cabinet projects that you and Sean can fit in between builds. Yes, but not this year. We are done this year doing squeeze-in projects. We are finishing up everything on my list. I've got 2 people that bought a van. They're going to be renting my shop, doing their build. I'm going to assist. I'm finishing up this van. It should be done before Thanksgiving. And I've got 2 small projects, kind of small projects coming in. And that is it. We're not taking any more this year. It's just, we're just going to be down to the wire. And I do not want to be here past, January 2nd. So Naj is in the house. Good to see you, Naj. Let's see here. But I am going to be doing some work out in Quartzsite. A couple people on the list already. I will be on Plamosa Road. I do try to get everybody scheduled ahead of time so that if you're getting a Maxxair fan, I bring the butyl tape, I bring the lap sealant, I bring the enough wire to wire it, I bring the wooden frame, so that all you have to do is focus on getting that Maxxair fan and bringing it. So if you want something done in Quartzsite, get on the list, because Sean and I last year were out there January and to the middle of February. This year on February 1st, I'm going to Baja. And once I go to Baja, when we're done in Baja, I'm going to be doing some traveling of my own. Hopefully see a couple of national parks that I have not been to. And I may squeeze in a small job. It has to be small. It will not be anything like wood related, cutting and trying to get good angles out there without my table saw on that. 11 of 12 days into our trip south has been with the Velvet on. I think the AC is going to be used for the foreseeable future. Oh, nice. Where are you guys heading? You guys going to Jamaica to help out with the hurricane? How you going to get your van over there? Folk of the Forest, I was just walking my laps. Oh, Moore is in the house. Good to see you. Let's see here. All right. We are, I'll tell you a little tidbit. Hey, Lorelei, Grand Prairie with the wind. We actually have some cool weather. Cool. The Baja trip is we're pretty full. We decided we were gonna stick around 10 people-ish, because you get too big of a caravan and you spend too much time keeping everybody together. So I am so excited to go to Baja. I have my mini split on heat mode too. Yeah. Yep. Welcome to winter. South Carolina. Nice. I feel like, did they just get hit with a storm too? Or you're going to see family? They might be going to see family. They sent me a t-shirt from the Grand Tetons, and those of you guys that know me well know that the Grand Tetons is my favorite national park that I've actually been able to spend a great deal of time at. Now, did I love Denali? Yes, I love Denali, but the wildlife and the views and the Tetons were just incredible. So I cannot wait to go back there. So big shout out to those guys for the t-shirt. Go in 2s or 3s. Goes in 2s or 3s. I have no idea what you're talking about. Go in 2s or 3s. Anyway, if you guys are gonna be in the Quartzsite area in January, give me a thumbs up in the chat. I want to see who all is going to be out there. And if you're planning on doing the open house or the women's RTR and you're going to be hanging around there, let me know. My 12-volt fan fridge came with a cigarette plug. Do I cut the end off and attach it to the fuse block? Yes. Yeah, when you cut that cord, it's all black. When you strip them down, one of the sides is going to have writing on it. The side with writing is positive. The side plain is negative. Now, if you have a different type of refrigerator than I've ever seen, and you've got dashes on one of the lines, dashes are negative, and then the other one would be positive. So writing is positive, dashes are negative. If it's yeah, what I say. Yeah, put O-rings on it and go directly to the fuse block. Yep. Yeah, cigarette lighters, they, we're on the bumpy roads, and I just don't. I like just hardwiring everything to the fuse block. I love wearing my hoodie. It is so warm. I've got mine on too. I made this. I tie-dyed this. And then I had my lady that does my printing put my logo on it. And I'll tell you guys, it is like, this is one of the best tie-dye things I've ever seen. Like, it's just so cool. And I made one at my meetup. The Patreons all made tie-dye stuff. And some of them turned out so cool. Some of them turned out so cool. And the other ones, their hands turned out so cool. No, I'm kidding. They all turned out good. We actually had to put some more ink on some, but most of them were happy. They were happy to do it. It was a good time. My chat in my StreamYard is frozen. I'm wearing my tie-dye shirt too. Yay. It was 85 here today. Oh my goodness. I love my tie-dye hoodie. Yay. I haven't seen yours. I'm still deciding about Quartzsite. There you go. We finally get a serious freeze tonight and tomorrow night. Oh man. I tell you, up here, we kind of like it when it freezes, because then the bugs die. And if it does not get cold enough here in the Midwest, I feel like the following year is just a nightmare for bugs. So I'm okay with a good freeze. And I always love it when I'm already in Quartzsite when it happens. No, we'll be work camping there. Free site for only 6 hours of each work per week. Nice. You can come work camp here. I won't even make you work that much. I'll make Jim do it. Oh man, I love this cool weather, but that wind, I'll tell you what, that wind, I've never seen wind like I have in New Mexico. I'm telling you, probably hands down, New Mexico has the worst winds, northern Texas, of any state I've ever been in. I have officially put a hole on the side of your van for I really wanted to put a hole on mine. Van officially put a hole. Yep. Yeah, I was going to put a hole in his. He chickened out. Would love to go to Baja. There you go. Baja is going to be so much fun. It is going to be so much fun. Looking forward to Quartzsite. We're finally getting, okay, got that. I backtracked. Steve is in the house. Good to see you, Steve. Good to see you. How's your light twirling doing? How's that going? Love it. What do you think is an acceptable price for having flooring installed in a Ford Transit? I'm just curious of what you would guess it would cost. It really depends on, are you having them do the subfloor? If, like, when people come here, we do the furring strips, the insulation, the subfloor. We prime the subfloor or poly it, whichever one you want, and then put the flooring down. And if you do not have a pattern and they have to make a pattern, that's like 2 more hours worth of work to get a nice fitting pattern. So I'm telling you, it's expensive. So, and that's not counting the products. So with the product, with the flooring, with the installation, you're going to be looking, if you're having it professionally done, like the furring strips, marine adhesive down so that you can secure all your stuff, I'm going to say $1,000, because it's literally probably 6+ hours of labor over, because you got to cut all the pattern out, prime it. So I know what we charge. So I like that tie-dye. I'm glad I saw the 12-volt fridge question. I'd prefer to hardwire the fridge. Absolutely. Absolutely. When you ask a question, put a QQQ in front of it. That way I know you're asking a question. Thank you. What is the minimum thickness for flooring? I was thinking 12 mil, 1 inch thickness. Thoughts? I don't use 1 inch thick flooring. I use 3/4. And on like GMC Savannah, Ford Econoline, I use 1/2 inch. I just use extra furring strips. I put the furring strips closer together. The last thing that you want is any spring in your floor when you're walking around. You're going to end up your vinyl flooring is going to separate. It's not going to be fun. XT60 is the best way to connect your 12-volt fridge to your power supply. Well, it depends, because some people, when they start using the XT60s, they're using them so that they can like interchange stuff. And then you see people not connecting them right. So if you are only using your refrigerator in your van build, then do a hard wire, because you can buy a second cord with a cigarette lighter adapter. Say you've got a van and a car and you're only part-time, hardwire your cord to your fuse block, and for like $7 you can get a second cord. It's $7 for XT60s for the sets of them. Like if you buy 3 sets, just get a second cord for your car, and then you're set. And then you don't have to worry about any loose fittings. The more connections you've got, the more room for failure you have. And when you're good at electric, like Mobang, like me, no problem at all. But if you are new to this and you're not sure how things go, just direct wire it. If you need a second cord for your car, buy a second cord. I have an EcoFlow Delta Max, and I'm using a cigarette plug to fuse block, no XT cable outlet. If you have, check on your Delta 2 Max and see if you have a DC output that is an Anderson connector. It's red and black, and it should be on the side. That Anderson connector is more than 10 amps. You're going to get, it's going to be so much better, and you're not going to have to worry about your cigarette lighter bouncing around. So I think the Delta 2 Max has the Anderson on the side. To manage moisture in the van in the heating season, is cracking the front windows open enough, or would you also run the max fan on 10 or so, or other recommendations? Honestly, if you're heating it up in there anyway, and when you're talking about inside temperature and outside temperature, if you put your fan on like 10%, or just have it open Like you can just turn the knob and open it a little bit and have windows up front cracked. It's going to help. The moisture, especially with the heat all on in the back, then you're going to have your windshields are going to be moist. You're going to have that condensation issue. So I would definitely just, if you've got those little metal, that's kind of low though. Do you have the remind me, do you have the drip edge on your car windows? Because you can put that on there and just crack them a little bit, and that is going to help. A lot of times I don't worry about it. My windshield cover, it's a little moist, but are you using damp rid? I have a damp rid in my van. I put that up front. I have a dehumidifier in my van here. Now, when I'm on the road traveling, the power usage, you really got to determine how much power you have. But I have a small desktop dehumidifier, and I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. So my mini split is just pulling the moisture like crazy out there. So I have to wipe my windows every morning. Yep, damp rid works good. And damp rid, when I put them in mine, I put the little bags. Right now, I've got the canister. Put one in the front of your van, one in the back of your van. You have to think about it. These guys have 4 dogs and 2 humans. So their condensation that they're talking about is not like ours. Theirs is a lot worse. So I know cold air is coming in. It creates a draft. But with 4 dogs and 2 humans, they have to do chained in the basement doing hoarder homework. She says she can't wait to, yep. So it's different. No drip edge, yes to the window inserts. I wonder if damp rid worked. It does work. It's not going to work like you think it works. It's going to pull moisture out of the air. It is not going to alleviate the moisture. Now, you guys have 9,000 amp hours. You have 9,000 watt hours of battery. My little desktop dehumidifier, if you're going to be at a campground working, I would get one of those. I'm telling you, I drain an inch or so of water out of there every other day. So, and I don't have another human and Maddie's in there, but I don't have, the air movement that you guys do with the dogs and that. That's a lot of dog breath. That's what I'm saying. Yep. So you will only be in Quartzsite this January for 2 days. No, I will not. I will be in Quartzsite a month. I will be in Quartzsite about a month. It'll be a couple of days shy of a month, and I may come back in February towards the end. But I will be in Quartzsite for a month. Airflow is your best friend dealing with moisture. Yep. The Roddy is like 7 Maddies, right? That is so true. Yep. And I'll tell you guys, I had my van built for 4 years. And I completely gutted it all the way down to the furring strips. And except for my window, I had zero issues with moisture. When we build the vans and we use the insulation that we do, the condensation that we worry about ruining the build is draining down those columns and out the bottom of the van. We don't plug that area. We don't insulate that area so that moisture can drain. You guys wake up in the morning, you look outside, the sun starts beating on your van. Look underneath your van. There's all kinds of water spots underneath there where that condensation is doing exactly what it's supposed to. It's getting out of your van. Now, as far as the windshield being, condensation when you wake up in the morning, that's just a thing. Use the damp rid, use the dehumidifier, and see if that helps. So I have a thick curtain dividing my front and my back, I still have condensation on my windshield. There is a change in the temperature. Cold outside, warm inside. The windshield is going to reflect that. There's going to be condensation on your windshield. So you can dehumidify it, but also know that you're going to have it. How often do you look at those drip holes to make sure they aren't plugged? Never. They are plugged. And what happens is they are plugged so stuff cannot get up in there. But they are plugged in a way that have a whole bunch, if you pull one out, a whole bunch of spaces where water can go. Next Tuesday, if I remember, I'll get one and bring it in here. But water can get out, it cannot get in. So you do not have to check those. Stella's in the house. Good to see you, Stella. Do they have an AC? Can you put it on dehumidify? That's a lot of power for dehumidify. I would get a desktop dehumidifier, especially if you're going to be work camping for a while. Yeah. Yep. Open up your van, get rid of the moisture. Exactly. Heck, open up the door in the morning, sit on the step, have your coffee. It'll be dry in no time. Thanks, Johnny. That's good to know. Yep. If you put a fan blowing towards the windshield, does that help with moisture? You're gonna have the moisture. Any fan moving air is gonna help. If you crack those front windows a little bit, most people, it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to lose my heat versus I'll just deal with the condensation on the windshield. It's going to drain down. It's not going into the walls, into the, you know what I mean? I open the door in the morning. Yep. What's the best name brand desktop dehumidifier? Oh, man. I like mine. I can't remember what it's called though. Humidified. I think it's like humidified. If you research, just do the top 10 desktop dehumidifiers. You know, look at the reviews. The more reviews, the more 4.5-ish it is, then can't go wrong. I bought a window vac. It sucks up moisture off the window. It's also great at cleaning windows. That's super cool. That is super cool. All right, guys, it is 8:33. I want to give a big shout out to my Patreon members, to my channel members. We have a fantastic time 2 times a month on Sundays with my Patreons. We answer questions, we hang out. It is a good time. So I appreciate all the support that you guys give here on the channel and to all my channel members here on YouTube. All right. If you have 75% 5-star ratings, you're good. Yeah. I'm planning on going for the weekend. But if I'm not there, I don't know why. I am going to be there for a month. I am going to be in Quartzsite a month. Hit the live button. Lisa, hit the live button. That way you'll catch up. Is that a new background? It sure is. That is my van at Dolly Sod's Wilderness doing some astrophotography. Hey, T, your van is looking great. It is. She's doing a really good job. She is doing a really good job. Hey, everyone, running late and barely made it here. Good to see you, Linda. Thanks for coming in. 45 people need to hit the thumbs up. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 41 of them's me, right? Guys, let's talk about that just for a minute, because one of the things that I love to do on the channel is answer as many of your questions as I can, as good as I can, as knowledgeable as I can, or someone in the chat answer them. So whether it's a video or here, I try the best I can to help you guys out. If you guys want to help me out, when you guys come into live streams, when you come into premieres, if you guys could stick around, because when you come back and forth, like I'll have people hop out, send me a text message, hop back in. It hurts the analytics. And I know that that doesn't mean a lot to you guys, but YouTube doesn't realize the same person is coming in and out, in and out. So if I do a premiere on Sunday and 50 people are there, and right when it's over, it's got 100 views, that means on average, every single person went out one time. You do not have, if you can't see the chat, don't hop out and get back in. Just hit the little white word premiere. Or if it's a live stream, I think it's in red, hit that live and it will refresh and not count against me. And once you're done watching a video, if you could give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. It is amazing to me the amount of moderators I have, the amount of channel members I have, and people have gotten away from leaving comments. And guys, it's one of the best ways to support me here on the channel. I love helping you guys, and I rarely ask for help back, but I'm asking. Try to stick around and try to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment. And I always, always appreciate it. Desert Deb, a channel member for 32 months. Whoo! OMG, I'm gonna for the world myself out. I'm going for the world myself out tonight. I don't even understand that comment. Sorry. I'm like trying to read it. Excellent. Everybody saying hi. You need to get the lazy bone. Brother Chips into work. Oh man, that is good. Yeah, that is good to know. There's so many people. Yeah, I have got like 3 people now that are really big on my channel in every single Tuesday chat, that leave comments, and everyone else is really kind of laxy-daisy, stop doing it. And if you guys are trying to support anybody on YouTube, watching the entire video, leaving a comment is the best thing that you can do. After your last video, I'm in love with cubbies. I know, right? Are they difficult to make and install? No. You just measure your furring strips and put them in. The thing that you got to do is the walls taper. So when you make your cubbies, make sure that you get them plumb, because or else everything on the shelf is going to fall out. So let's see here. I leave it on until the end, even if I fall asleep. Love it. Me either. I can't type on this little phone. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've got, if you go, I'm not going to call anybody out on this stream. I already said probably too much, but my videos, I've got a consistent couple of people that comment on every video. They'll give every single comment a thumbs up, but a lot of my big followers do not leave comments anymore. And it really, really helps me when you do. So I can't plumb. It's more like a raisin. Oh man, that's funny. I watch it on my TV and comment on my iPad. That is perfect. The only thing is like when you do that, when you watch it on your TV and it plays the whole thing, that's perfect. Now you're going to go and get on your iPad. You're going to click on the video to leave a comment. If you click out of it, then you just canceled out that last view. Because if one, you play all the way through, and the other one, you pay for 30 seconds, leave a comment, and then get out, you just canceled each view out. Once you start it, let it play through. Let it play through. So I didn't know that. I'm basically a lurker. I know, you guys. Help me. Help your friend out. Guilty sometimes. Mobang leaves Mobang's good at leaving comments. I like to leave comments. I know that it helps. I'll give other comments the thumbs up on people that I support. Sometimes YouTube is the culprit. I understand that, but I watch a lot of videos. I watch a lot of, like, I have never in my entire life been kicked out of Annette's premiere. It's never. So it's crazy that so many people have that problem on my channel. I'm beginning to think YouTube hates me. I will do better. Aw, thank you. I'm not like trying to make anybody feel bad here. I'm just like, I know that there's a lot of people here that, you know, it's like, what can I do to help? That's what you can do to help. I theme to gab too much. Well, a lot of people think that if they're talking in the chat, that counts, and it does not. If you come and you leave a comment and leave and come back and leave a comment in the live chat, it does not count. None of these comments count. It is the comments in the video down below that count. So, yep. And if it's just circling, don't click out and come back in. Click the premiere button. Click the live button. It will refresh without me getting dinged for a second watch. Let's see here. Yeah, if you like say you're watching a video and it automatically goes to another video and you're like, oh man, I didn't leave a comment. You come back in to leave a comment and 15, 20 seconds later, you leave because you're done leaving your comment. It just wiped out it literally gives me basically a 0 watch time. It is so confusing. It is confusing. That's why you can never, ever, ever go wrong if you can't watch a premiere when I'm on, don't come in. Wait till you're ready to watch it. Sit down and watch the whole thing, because I'm really close to stopping the premieres. And I think there's a lot of people that like hanging out for that little 15 minutes and chit-chatting and asking questions about the video as it's taking place. And I love that too. I don't mind. I mean, I could be doing other stuff. I don't mind doing that because I know people like it. But when I have 50 people in a premiere and as soon as it's done, I've got 120 views, that's a problem. That means my average watch time is already under 50%. And everybody's there hanging out watching. So it's people hopping in and hopping out, sending me text messages, sending me links to videos. Can you hit pause and then continue a bit later? You can, as long as you, like if it's on a computer, just don't exit out. Like pause the video, go cook supper, come back and hit play. Perfect. Standing on Scriptures. I love that name. What's your recommendation on a heat source for your van? I honestly like the gas heaters. Whether you do a Vellet, a Webasto, an S-Bar, I like the ones that connect straight to the tank. They're 12 volt, easy peasy. However, they cannot be used on a fuse block that is connected with a cigarette lighter port. If you have a Bluetti Elite V2, you cannot use it with that cigarette lighter. All they have is 12 volt, 10 amp. You cannot use it with that. You have to have a DC output greater than 10 amps, no matter what. even if it's a Chinese diesel heater. So make sure that you look at that. Otherwise, I use a Mr. Buddy heater. I am I have no doubt down the road somebody will say, hey, can you try out this heater for me, and I will install it in my van. I do not want to pay the $700 to order one and get it sent to me if that could happen down the road. I use my Mr. Buddy heater. I don't have a problem with it. At the shop here, I am on shore power. I do not sleep in my office where it's controlled climate. I sleep in my van. I love it in my van. And I have a small space heater in my van. You cannot run that space heater off of your battery setup. I don't care what kind you have. They use 14 to 1600 watts an hour. You will be dead. Your battery will be dead in 1, 2, or 3 hours. If you can't watch, can you just roll the video, hit the no volume, keep it rolling, make a comment, and open another tab to do what you need to do? If you mute it, I do not get credit for it. If you mute a video, you have to have the volume at least on 1. And as long as it's still playing, like say you're on your computer and it's playing, but the volume is on 1, then you can do that. The problem is if you're doing something else and the volume's on 1, the volume on whatever it is you're doing is on 1 as well. So the best thing to do is just, the premieres, if you can't make it at 4:45 and watch the premiere, watch it whenever you want. Watch it whenever you want. I would rather you watch the thing without clicking back and forth. And I think a big thing is that people didn't realize that it was a thing, that you could just hit the live button or the white premiere button and it does the same thing. So like if I put my mouse over my screen, on the far left, it's got a pause button, it's got a speaker button, and then live. It's black with white letters. If my thing is circling the drain, if I go and hover over that and click that, then it will refresh it and I don't get dinged for whatever it is that you're doing. You have to have some volume. Honestly, I usually rewatch every time, and that's fine. But what I'm saying is if you say you watch it once and you click in and 5 minutes later you click out, that means I just got like 10% watch time on that video. Then you click back in, fast forward it to where you were, watch it for another 10 minutes or whatever, 5 minutes, and then the phone rings, you click out. Every single one of those views, it counts as a view, and YouTube thinks, oh, they didn't like that. They only stayed for 3 minutes or 30 seconds. So it's complicated. That's why I'm saying when you're available, watch it. If you can't, make the premiere, if it's circling the drain, obviously there's always going to be that circumstance. I just think, I know this, there is a good amount of people that are in my premiere every week. So say there's 30 of those people in there every single week. And when it's over, I've got 70 views. Those are people that know me. Those are people that follow my channel religiously, and they're doing it. So I'm trying to just inform you guys. Because you don't know what you don't know till you know. That's all I'm saying. What about these Tuesday night lives? It's the same thing. So you come in and you leave. So say you stayed for 5 minutes and I'm on for 60. So then I get credit for like 10% watch time. And then you come back and you watch another 10 minutes, it really hurts the analytics because YouTube thinks, oh, this lady was on for an hour and, 50 people only stayed for 30 seconds. It hurts the analytics. So, and then what happens is average, and then people, YouTube will look at your video and it's like, oh, you did a 17-minute video and it got 100 views on the premiere, but the average watch time is 36%. That's because people are clicking out and clicking back in. It should never be 36% on a premiere. That is people leaving and coming back in, leaving and coming back in. And it just kills me, kills the analytics. And I feel like, there's channels that, I work hard on my channel. I'm just trying to figure it out. So 66 watching, only 42 thumbs up. Let's hit that. Thank you. Yeah, it is 100%. Deb. Yep. Now, if it automatically starts playing and say it's at 5 seconds and you click out, it does not count. It does not count as a view. It was too fast. But once you hit, like, I think it's 30 seconds, but don't count me on it. It might be 20. Once you hit that and click back out, you just wiped out somebody else's view that watched for the whole video. Serious question. Is the chicken a hen or a rooster? It's a hen. I believe it's a hen. Hang on a second. We had this question, and I feel like it was researched and researched well. I feel like Nancy Roberts, I think she was here. I feel like it might be a rooster, but it might be a hen. I don't know. We Googled it. Henny. It's a henny. We did Google it. Yep. That's what I need on my premieres after I'm done and it says 100 views. Let's see here. Good to see you, John. Thanks for coming in. If you refresh to get the updated thumbs up, it kicks you out. Don't refresh. Don't refresh. Hit the live button. I don't care about the thumbs up until afterwards. Don't refresh because that just stopped your watch. Now you're going to click back in. It's going to reload and it's going to be a 7-minute watch time because I only have 7 minutes left. Yep. Hen, rooster is also, it's a hen. I am not. I can't do it. Comb not big enough for a rooster. Dumpling if it's a hen, noodle if it's a rooster. Dumpling. Like chicken and dumplings? Be nice. Chicken and dumplings. Silly algorithm. 100%. 100%. But you have to think about it. You gotta, like, I've worked hard on my channel over the years. I used to try to figure out the algorithm. And the only reason I'm saying anything right now is for whatever reason, I feel like YouTube is finally like starting to push out some of my videos. Not push them out like they do, like these people that get 50,000 views on every channel. YouTube does not do that. But when people share out a video or they are watching the whole thing and commenting and giving it a thumbs up, YouTube is like, oh, hey, there's a lot of engagement on this video. Cindy Howell's Lego tour, so many people engaged with that video. Within the first 24 hours, YouTube snagged it. It had 166,000 views, like so fast. That's YouTube. Like, hey, what's going on with this video? Everybody is giving it a thumbs up. Everybody's watching the entire thing. People are sharing it out. 300 or more people shared that video out. YouTube loves that engagement. That's what I'm saying. You people that are here every single week, you guys are supporting the channel, and that's the most support you could ever do. Yep. I would trade all my channel member payments for a full watch and a comment. I just out my nose. Something is wrong. Deborah, that's like the third comment of yours I didn't understand. I put my nose. I just put my nose to the clipboard because apparently I've been a very bad girl. You know what? Sunday we were talking about it in the premiere, and you sent me a text. That's the only reason but it's not like you text me. That's what I'm saying. Every now and then it'll happen. But my new ProMaster is a lemon. Multiple warning lights, collision, auto high beam, going through lemon law. And I was just starting my build. Yikes. Owned 1 month. Okay. So this is what I'm going to ask you. And I know nothing. I'm not an auto mechanic. But do you know that if condensation gets into like the headlights, brake lights, where those mechanisms are at, it can cause havoc to the electrical system? Ask Nancy Bear. She'll tell you exactly. She had her turn blinker was going crazy. Her brake light wouldn't work. It was crazy. And it was condensation from a broken tail light. So check it out. Please say a prayer for my sweet Pebbles. She has a mass on one of her toenails. That is so odd. We will pray for her. Nancy Bear, she's got that knee issue going on, health issues going on. Pray for Nancy Bear. Pray for Debbie Kanan. All the moving, helping her daughter. Downsizing, that is tough. It'll probably take me another year to move. It's tough. Pray for Debbie Kanan. There is somebody else in the community. Who am I trying to think of? I'm drawing a blank. Pray for the community. Anybody with prayer requests in the community, just kind of throw them up in prayer. They're thinking it might be cancerous. No. Gracie is getting ready to have surgery on her hip. Amen for answered prayers, because it was scheduled for December 31st, I think, and it got moved up to the 30th. So Stella was asking about the new Bouge RV diesel heater. Did you see the review, and what opinion, if any, do you have on this? I haven't seen it. I'm looking at one for a lightweight toy hauler. I'm adding so two things. Bouge RV is a good company. They are a reliable company. It is not like a knockoff, I've never heard of them before company. If Bouge RV said, hey, I've got a diesel heater, do you want to try it out? Absolutely. Now, what I do want to say is, when you do a diesel heater install in your van, you are going to have a more than a gas, like the Webasto, fuel smell inside your van. I follow somebody, she's been doing it for probably 3 years. She has got a paper towel and a Ziploc baggie over her cover with a rubber band, and it ventilates the gas, lowers and everything fine, never like a fuel issue, and it helps dramatically with the odor. So paper towel, Ziploc baggie. Otherwise, diesel heaters are fine. Most people that install them, they don't want to tap into the fuel pump, they've got their little canister. They can watch the fuel level. And Hobotech just reviewed it. I would trust Hobotech's review as being honest and not biased for a company. I would trust that review. Thank you guys for all the prayers. I hate downsizing. If the house would just burn down, I would not replace half my stuff, but it is emotional. Yeah. I don't know if I would put that out there in the universe. Something happens like, hey, I might know something. I hate the smell of diesel. I do. Yep. I don't want that fuel smell. I put a couple of them in for clients. And when I go into their van, I'm like, how can you stand that smell? And I think they just get used to it. And I'm like, you gotta cover that up. I like my Wave 3 propane heater. Absolutely. Some people don't want propane in their build. I did not when I was doing my original design. I'm not totally opposed to it now that I know how to do a vented compartment, and secure. And I feel like it's a really good option. If you're going to have a propane heater, you could have the propane shower as well, because it's instant hot water. Here's the problem. Either reviews people need to do them or do updates. How does it stand up over time and travel? Absolutely. Absolutely. I did a video one time. I did reviews, and then I picked my top 5 favorite, and I redid a video compilation of them, and I love them. I love them. Diesel smell makes me puke. Yeah, it's strong. I'll tell you, and so many people want it by their sliding door, and that's where you're constantly getting, the air into your van. Yeah, I can't do it, but I'm, that's me. That's me. I'm not everybody, my ears are horrible. And I always said, 18 years old, I already had hearing aids. I always said, I have terrible ears, but God made my nose super, super, super sensitive, so I can smell anything. I remember being young, and when you're young, it's like you do things just for comfort. And I would use my allowance and buy cherry chapstick. And at night, when I was trying to fall asleep, I would smell the cherry chapstick because it was a good thing. In my brain, it was good, and it helped me sleep. So, cherry chapstick, good snout. Long story short, I used my buddy heater for the first time in early October in Minnesota. I was not disappointed. I love my little Mr. Buddy heater. Autopia was my favorite ride. I don't even know what that is. Where you vent the heater is important near a window, and it comes back in. Right. Yeah. If you're running your heater and you've got your windows vented because of condensation, make sure you're venting the right window, because that exhaust is under the van and it's going to come in. I'm addicted to cherry chapstick, right? Katy Perry, right? Yep. It's a sign. No. All right, guys, it's 9:04. Maddie is more than ready over there. She is sound asleep. More than ready. We are going to get out, and this van we're working on, it's a Ram ProMaster, and I'm going to try and knock this thing out before Thanksgiving. I think Sunday's video is either going to be Sean's remodel, which turned out incredible, 5 days, or it's going to be this new build. Either way, hope you guys can make it. I'll probably get 3 people in my premiere now, everybody. I got yelled at. Lithium battery recommendations. Thanks. Lithium battery, honestly, for the price, I just did that review on Power Queen. They're $250, but I was given one a long time ago, and it just sits in my shop, and I have never had to put a warmer on it or anything. So that one's good. I feel like Mo Bang for Your Bucks has a Redodo one that he likes. I would not do I don't think you have to go like Battleborn or anything. Battleborn is top of the line. I would do a Power Queen or a lead time. I've heard some things about lead time with the smart battery. So I don't know if I would piggyback a smart battery lead time. Will Prowse did a video on that. Have you put in any Air Plus fans? I have been told they are better than the outdated Max Air. I have not. What's this name who tears them apart? Will Prowse. Yep. Will Prowse, yeah. Sunday, how does that work? Sunday, are you talking about the Zoom? If you're talking about the Patreon Zoom, I will make a comment on Patreon. In the post, it'll have a link. Press on that link. It will take you to Zoom, and everybody just gets up on camera. There's like 12 to 16 to 20. 16 is probably 12 to 16 is average. And get up on camera, meet everybody, say hi to everybody. It doesn't matter if you are a $3 Patreon or higher. Everybody gets that same access on 2 Sundays a month, the first Sunday and the third Sunday. And that's how it works. And then the premiere at 4:45 every Sunday, I put up a premiere. And once you come in, I'm just asking that you stay in, if you don't mind. So, all right, guys, it is 9:07. Thank you guys all for hanging out. I'll show you guys. Let me show you guys something real quick and see if it made any difference. There has been a pretty consistent 50, let's just say there's 60 people here now. And come on now. Real quick. I'll tell you guys, why is my computer doing this to me? Oh, you know what? I bet I have to end it first. There's 122 views, which means 122. There's been 60 people in here. So 60 people have come in, gone, whatever. So that's when it's like, so no worries though. No worries, guys. Guys, take care. Have a good week. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to educate you guys. So, all right, guys, take care. We'll see you guys. Patreons, I'll see you Sunday evening, and we'll see you guys Sunday for the premiere. 4:45. Now we're schooled. There you go. That's all I'm doing.